Okay, so Arsenic Corruption Lowland Luzon by Jose Alarilla. So, taga Kalayaan National High School. This was 2014, July. Then, so, pag sinabing Lowland Luzon, so, after ng Cordillera going down, these are all Lowland Luzon. Of course, Highland Luzon is the Cordillera, Benguet, like that. So, paano distinguish natin? So, we'll be describing the following. This is a PowerPoint created by the seminar during 2014. So, ito yung binigay ng Division ng Caloocan held by Sir Buddy Arcangel, and which also been speakered by other grade 7 teachers also. Describe the following like craft, taka, ukit, keeping, and the balisong. So let's go with this one. Starts, for example, we will define the province where is popular sa balisongs from Batangas. So ito yung pinaka-cultural art nila na ako personally I seen this one in Batangas when I rode a bus going to okay,
so today I'm going to do some training on
so balisong sometimes yung handle na is gawa sa made of carabao horns, sometimes just pure metal also. So sometimes they also build ay so and bukupay, arts niya na mga galing na usually mga Pangasinan. Ito yung mga galing sa nagbakasyon sa Ilocos, dadaan sa Colets, Pasalubong. Okay, ito yung sikat na version ng bukupay.
Okay. Natin yung price.
Yeah. Ito iwasan niya. May price tayo. After double ko pa, let's go with Payas Festival. So, Payas Festival is the patron saint of Payas Festival is the patron saint of farmers, San Isidro Labrador. So, famous ang Payas Festival because of the numerous vegetables that will be used in decorating houses, which is a competition in Mukbang. Then, later on, they added cooking for the Payas Festival, made it more colorful aside from the colors of the vegetables that been added to the decoration for the festival. Okay? So, aside from this, meron sila mga parades, meron sila mga kainan, may mga cook fest, biggest vegetable there, and sometimes ang premyo ng Payas Festival decorating is isang sakong bigas, and may TV, washing machine, like that. And tourists are like wow because of the long decorated houses. Isipin nyo kung mahabang kalsada na puro decorated by vegetables and keeping, mapapakawaw talaga kayo. Let's go. The expression or application of human creative skill, imagination, typically in visual forms such as painting, sculpture, producing works to be appreciated primarily for their beauty and emotional power. So, lahat na pinakita kanina ng mga arts, it adds some beauty and also yung ginagawa nila sa kanilang mga kanya-kanyang lugar, adds to their identity of their places, like sa Balisong or the Keping or the Bukupay of Colets. Folk arts expresses culturally identified, convey shared community values, aesthetics, reflects traditional form, art forms, diverse community groups. Ito yung identity ng isang lugar and mga tao kung anong ginagawa nila. Then becomes a cultural art or folk art, which is ginagawa nila lagi. Craft is activity involving skill in making things by hand. So, handcraft, like yung keepings made by hand, yung collets, especially collets are made by hand also. Balisong. So weaving naman, so weaving is act of putting together strips or strands of materials such as buri, bamboo to make a basket. So this one, and this one, and this one. So hindi lang nagtatapusin sa weaving sa basket or something like sa bamboo. Sometimes it's used in gumagawa ng mga puso, so like in other places. Then nilutuan ng bigas, especially sa Cebu and Visayas, very popular ang puso, tatawag ng puso. And so nilalagyan ng bigas yan, and the wonderful about this puso is magpapreserve yung kanin for 3 days, at least 3 days yan, na usually binabaon niya ng mga travelers going from Visayas or Cebu going to Manila. Ayan, usually nabaon sila niyan. Then carving is an act using to shape something from material by scraping away portions of that material. So nagkakaroon ng 3D effect. Ayan. Paper mache, substance, paper mixed with glue or materials. There's papers glued together, pressed together, molded, moistened various materials, becoming hard and strong when dry.
Wow. Nagawa niya ang panel ko.
Okay, provinces with their own arts and craft. So Laguna, wood carving industry sa Ukit, floor form, paete, hand woven, Barong Tagalog, Lumban, Taka, paper mache techniques, kayas, may from scraping also. So these are all by hand. Okay, so kung matanungin mo kung medyo ang problema today, so sa panahon natin medyo scarce na yung wood, so sometimes hindi rin na appreciate yung mga wood carving. So the skilled workers tend to be different. Ginagawa nila sa mga na lang sila sa mga, how do I call this one, yung nagpe-prepare ng food sa mga catering, yung mga centerpiece like yung mga pakwan, apple, gagawa, inukita nila. So sometimes kung manghihinayang ka sa mga skilled workers na dati puro kahoy lang, wood carving like ginagawa, nag-settle sila sa ibang medium kasi nga medyo mahal na ang kahoy, and sometimes marami competitions, and then sometimes wala masyadong tumatangkilik na sa mga ganitong arts. Usually yung mga ano na lang tumatangkilik dito, yung mga talagang naghahanap ng mga collector's item like that. So yun, let's go with sa Laguna, and then Taka, ito yung paper mache, wood carving, ito yung Taka, sa kawayo. Then let's go with wood carving is tawag nila sa Paet, sa Laguna is Uki, the local term for carving like that. And Laguna is also famous in hand-woven Barong Tagalog from Lumban. So yung Barong Tagalog will not be replaced by machine-made na barong. So, ibang-iba talaga ang texture ng handmade na barong. Different from machine-made na barong. The texture is very different. Hand-woven is very soft. So, very sturdy yung machine-made barong, and very light and very how do I call this, very different from a machine made or to hand-woven na barong from Lokban, Laguna. Sa Rizal Province, home of two artists. Ito yung yung lugar ng artist. Okay, so marami artists dito, mula sa painting, mula sa music, mula sa sculpture. So this is a home of folk arts. Halos lahat meron sila. Napaka tawagin na the art capital of the Philippines. It's also where the Gigantes Festival at para the big paper mache of human figure. So let's go. So national artist natin galing po sa Rizal Province, Carlos Francisco. This one and this one paintings. So then let's go. Lucas San Pedro, the Ugoy ng Luyan. Okay, so isa rin po yung galing sa Rizal Province. And also this Gigantes Festival para the big paper mache of human figure. Kung di nyo natatanong po, yung history po ng Gigantes Festivals is to ridicule abusive landlords. Kaya, from the image that you see, is kinda medyo nakakatawa yung image also kasi ito yung mga ito yung sisimbolo nila yung kaabusuhan ng landlords dati. And as time goes by, naging parang cultural festival na lang yan. But actually, it's kinda masama intention talaga ng Gigantes Festival to ridicule their landlords. And usually, nakikita din po yan sa mga politiko, yung mga nag-rally na yan, ginagawa nila, kumbaga, sinusunog, like that, mga FPG, like that. Parang ganun din po itsura niya. Concept po niya. Pero, sa Rizal Province, they made it as a festival. So, with Cavite, Tinis narration of story of how Joseph and Mary found the place to. Ito po yung story sa Belon, like that. Sa Pinsapin, Puto Conchinta, Lanson, Caracol Dancing in Santa Cruz. Sumuso pa sa Cavite. So, ito yung Caracol. So, ito yung sa festival nila. Parang same po sa ibang festival. Like, yung damit nila, yung suot nila. Okay? So, it's kind of pag may mga ganyan, masarap puntahan yan, yung mga ganyan. Kung turista ka or foreigner, you'll be seeing this one. So, it could be a tourist destination for a lot of foreigners who want to visit Philippines. Okay? So, nakakatuwa kung may mga foreigners na dumarating din sa Pilipinas para manood lang ng mga ganitong festival natin. Okay? So, Batangas, embroidered pinya fabric, barong Tagalog, wangs and formal attires, balisong, knife can be folded like a fan. So, yung mga Hollywood set designers, sometimes they talk to Batangas, mga taga Batangas silang gumagawa ng mga Hollywood materials and equipment for sometimes like swords. Kumukontak pa dito sa Pilipinas yung mga sa Hollywood. Sometimes it's Philippine made kasi nga kumbaga kung ikaw gumagawa ng mga swords or something isang for about 20 years or 30 years, you're really an expert in doing that. And world class like the Hollywood, yung mga pelikula dyan, talagang hahanap sila ng magaling para gumawa ng mga ganyang mga gamit. Okay? So para sa kanila ng pelikula. So we can take pride in this place in our country, in Batangas, sometimes being called to do something like for the Hollywood. Hindi alam ng marami. Okay? So, also, sikat din dito yung mga embroidered pinya fabric. Okay? So, embroidered pinya fabric, ito yung Tagalog na barang Tagalog ang sa formula tayo. So, let's go this way. Ito yung balisong butterfly knife sa English. So, pagsasakay po kayo ng southern biyahe ng bus, pagdating sa Batangas, may mga titinda niyan. Sa Quezon, Payas Festival, honor of San Isidro Labrador, patron of farmers, keeping color decors made from garnet glutinous rice, thinly coated on the leaf. Then, steam po yan, and then it is will be used as a decorative material. And then, pwede po rin siyang kainin ng kanyang lasa ay parang wafer. Kailangan nilang munang iprito kasi medyo alikabok. Yan. Kasi, ano po yan, sinasampay o sa kalsada, harapan ng bahay na. So, also with Quezon, ito po yung keeping. So, yan, ito po yung gamit niya. Sometimes decorative, sometimes parang dahon, sometimes parang bulaklak siya. Bicol region, sikat po sa basket, bags, liquors, alcrafts made from abaka and raffia fibers, pili nuts, Bicol dishes, Bicol express, and laing. So, sarap. So, for me, okay, may nagbebenta sa amin din ng laing dito, taga Bicol. Iba talaga taga Bicol ang magluto ng laing. Sobrang sarap. Okay? So, baskets, slippers, usually, ang maraming dyan, abaka. Kaya, and raffia fibers sa Bicol region that's being utilized to make these crops. Let's go. Ito po yung mga bags, basket bags, slippers, other made from abaca and raffia fibers. This one, may makita kayo na sa ibang lugar, pero actually galing po sa Bicol po lahat yan. Okay, so yun na po yung arts and crafts at Lowland Luzon. Hopefully may natutunan kayo kahit konti. So gawa po ito ni Rosana C. Alaria from Kalayaan National High School. It has been spoken by our various Caloocan speakers for MAPE during July 2014. So see, thank you.